94.3 The Point, Jersey Shore's hit music channel, 825. Good morning. It's Lou and Liz.
And welcome, Joe Leone. We always love when we get to see you.
Hi, Joe. How are you?
Great.
I'll have some chicken parm, please.
Wait a minute.
Early.
I just found out I've never had an eggplant pie, so now I have to try something.
I know Liz's world was rough. when she heard about that.
Eggplant pie. All right. So, Joe, there's so much about what you're doing, but let's get to the heart of it. You are sleeping like a homeless person on the boardwalk in Asbury Park starting tonight, correct?
That's right.
All right.
The kickoff at Langusta Lounge tonight.
Tell us what you have seen in the last couple of months that has made you decide to do
Well,
such
it's
a
not
thing.
even the last couple of months. It's been like a few years I've been working with Covenant House, and I've been going on some of their rides, they call it, and we go around in the van, and we try to talk teens that are living on the street to come up to the Covenant House in Newark, to come to the Covenant House in Atlantic City, up in New York, Jersey City. And when I heard that they were building a house actually in Asbury in our own community, I said, we got to do something. It's about raising funds, but it's also really more so about the awareness.
So now you're telling me there are teens living under the boardwalk
Absolutely.
at our Jersey Shore beaches.
Keensburg, Keyport, Bradley Beach, Neptune,
Asbury.
Those are just the ones that I've been to. Bayville down here.
And how old are these kids that you're talking to?
14 to 19.
And you're not talking about drug addicts or gang members. I mean, you're talking about
No, we're
kids.
talking about kids that come from drug addicts or mentally ill parents or abusive parents, that these kids just get kicked out of their house or just leave. And it's scary. I mean, it's really, really scary. And it really hit me really hard. It was like 2 years ago, because I have two teenagers. And going home and like seeing them in their warm beds and they're fine and they have the teenage attitudes and all that stuff, and it's like knowing that there's kids sleeping under the boardwalk.
Not only that, but some of these kids are going to school and hiding that they don't have a home and trying to shower in the locker room.
Yes, and that is definitely true. We talk to teachers at the high schools. They're trying to keep warm in the locker rooms, breaking into the locker rooms at their high schools. It's very, very sad.
So, Joe, you heard about this. You become involved. You wanted to do something, as you always do, because you do. When we say people give back to the community, nobody does it the way you do.
That's true.
What are you doing with this event?
So they have an executive sleep out up in New York and all their major cities where they raise money and they get money pledged and they sleep out for one night. So I said, we got to bring this here to the community to see it. So I'm going, after everybody leaves tonight, after the kickoff, we're going to do a candlelight vigil for all those kids that have lost their lives on the streets and whatnot. And then afterwards, I got my father, go on the getting me and Marilyn Schlaussbach, which she piggybacked onto this, which is great. I can use all the help I can get, especially her name. And I'm going to go in a cardboard box, and I'm going to sleep there until I raise, to me and Marilyn, raise $50,000.
So you'll be out there tonight and possibly longer if you don't raise that money.
Whatever it takes.
Now, people are going to hear about this, and not only is it going to bring attention to the issue, which is so important, and get people talking about it, but it's going to raise those funds. How do people get you those funds? What's the way they donate?
They can bring money up there. They can go on the webpage on our Facebook. I call it Facebook.
And we'll have all the information on our website along with all the links to click on if you want to make a donation, or if you want to show up for the candlelight vigil and the kickoff tonight.
At 6 o'clock tonight.
On the Asbury Boardwalk.
It's really about the awareness. Like, I want people to see the example that this is really happening, and that it's not even if, let's say, you can't afford this week to give anything. Maybe in the back of your mind at Christmas time or any time that you got some extra money in your pocket or something, say, you know what, I'm going to support this. But it's actually about sharing and liking and moving it on to other people, because the most we get the community involved in this, we can build this house for these kids.
Oh,
and
awesome.
we broke ground, and it's it should be done by the fall.
And right now the problem is that these kids don't want to leave their hometown. They don't want to be taken up to Newark to stay in a Covenant house. So they're still sleeping outside.
They're taken out of their homes. They don't have a home. The only place where they grew up was their local community, where their friends are. They hide from their friends. They hide the fact that they're homeless. I've talked to a couple kids that actually have normal teenage lives playing football. My nephew was at a Christmas party. My nephew says to me, Uncle Joe, I played basketball with this kid in the AYO or whatever it's called. And I'm like, wow, it's like, it really sends it home. But they're living normal teenage lives, but they're acting like they're going home.
Oh,
Joe,
breaks my heart.
Unfortunately, we're running out of time. I'm so honored that you're here sharing this info with us, and we hope that everybody certainly pays attention to it, researches it a little bit, helps out financially if they can, whenever they can. Wish you the best luck. Will you check in with us from the Boardwalk?
I will.
Right.
Thank you very much.
So we'll continue.
You gotta call your cell phone tomorrow morning and see if you're still in that box.
I'll be in there.
Yeah, I know you will.
I'll be
Wow.
outside.
Oh.
Joe Leone really stepping up for the community, as he always does, and we certainly hope that you can help him as much as you can. Joe Leone.
Thanks a little, Liz.